What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video. Today on my channel, we are back. We are here today. I am back behind the camera after it felt like a long break. I've been releasing videos. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I'll sit here and I'll record videos and I'll do my thing, and then I don't know. But I'm back. I'm here, bro. I ain't go nowhere. I'm still here. This is times women get exposed on paternity court. Now, me personally, I love paternity court. I love couples court. I love Judge Mathis. I got a special place in my heart for Judge Judy. My real ones know who that is. Don't be playing me, dog. Anywho, the times women get exposed on paternity court. If you don't know what paternity court is where you go to find out if the child is yours or the child is not. Is somebody cheating on a person, the person think the child is his the whole time the child was somebody else, and the chick might not know who the dad is. It's like Maury without all the ghetto dramaness. That's not even a word. Dramaness without the ghetto-ness of, like, just, you know what I mean. So we're gonna hop into this. Make sure you go to this Paternity Court YouTube channel and subscribe to them, and then go to Flick Focus because they made this little compilation. You can subscribe to them also. And shout out to Judge Lake. Oh my God, you always gorgeous and your hair is stay flawless, bro. It stays flawless. Here we go, bro. Here we go.
Times women get exposed on paternity court.
You were being deceptive.
Oh man.
What the heck is that?
Lying.
But see, that's one reason why I brought her to court today, because I want the truth to come out. We're going to shame the devil and the truth coming out
Why he
today.
look like James
You are
Avery?
not her father.
Oh shit.
So, did Mr. Richardson start off as a side piece, Miss Roberts?
Of course I was.
Yes.
The 56-year-old Miami man is paying child support for a child who might not be his.
Before we get into this, I've never been in this situation, so like me saying what I would do, it is like I don't really know what I would do because this impacts lives, bro. Just saying.
Mr. Green,
Man,
you
that's
claim your
messy.
rights as a potential father to the child in question today, 2-year-old Angel Bryant, were basically stolen from you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yet, you maintain you still assume financial responsibility for Angel just in case she's indeed yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, that's a
So
real nigga
this
right
is
there.
how Mr.
Oh,
Green got
yeah.
sapped into paternity.
So now, was this a committed relationship? Ms. Duncan, did you tell him that you were in a relationship with somebody else at the time?
He knew I was talking to someone, but I told him we broke up, but I was still talking to him.
And you weren't just talking to him.
No.
You were still having sex with him, too.
Yes.
See, I didn't know
All right.
that. I didn't know nothing about a relationship.
Quite a way of starting a relationship, isn't it?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just speaking from a man's point of view. Eddie Murphy said it best. Who tell the biggest lies? Or was that Chris Rock? Somebody said who tell the biggest lies, and they was like, men tell the most lies, women tell the biggest lies. I think it was Chris Rock that said that. But Eddie Murphy said something similar to it. But it's facts, bro. It's facts.
See,
Men
that's one
lie.
reason
We
why
do
I brought her
lie.
to court today, because I want the truth to come out. We're going to shame the devil and the truth coming out today.
So when you told him you were pregnant, he says he was shocked. How did that come across to you through the phone? Did you feel like he didn't care, or did he sound happy?
Yes, I felt that he didn't care.
So did you tell the other guy you were
He
pregnant
pissed.
too?
I haven't seen the other guy like until after I got out the hospital.
Mr. Green further disclosed why he had reservations.
Be the child's father, I would have been there at the time of birth, and also my name would be on the birth certificate, Your Honor.
And so that's not the case.
No. In fact, while she was pregnant, I was informed that she would call me. I said, well, call me when you get ready to have the child so I can be there at birth. I would like to cut the cord. So she's going to call me. I'm not worrying about it. That didn't happen.
And she never called?
Never received the call.
I'm sure that there is no happy place to be at.
At what point did you find out there was another man in the picture?
I'm getting to that right now, Your Honor.
Okay.
It was like 6 or 7 months down the road after doing her pregnancy. Then she told me the baby may not be yours. That's after 6 or 7 months.
Of pregnancy or
Yes.
when the baby was born?
6 or 7 months doing pregnancy.
All right.
And that's why I found out the baby may be who she said it may be.
Well, the mother denied
Why didn't they get
all
a
of
test
these
before they
accusations.
like did
About
all
6 or
this
7
stuff?
months after you was pregnant, say the baby may not be yours. It may be you know who. So I took that kind of hard. You said he was using protection, but it broke.
Yes,
That's
I
just
told you
what those
that. I
exact
told you
words.
that I was what?
Okay, well,
3 months
You
pregnant.
told me that 6
Now
or
you're
7
gonna
months.
tell I'm 6 and 7
You was
months?
about to have the baby almost about 4 more months to go.
So, Mr. Green, when you say you know who, did you ever meet this other guy?
Not too afterwards.
But on Mr. Green's account, the other guy was persistent that he was the father.
I don't know if it was a birthday or Mother's Day, okay? I took her home, and he was outside waiting for her, and that kind of hurt. And he said, I come to see my daughter. I said, your daughter, that's my daughter. And that's like embarrassing, you know. He was already there waiting for her to come home. I even questioned him. I said, if you know the child's not yours, why would you sign the birth certificate knowing the child is not yours? And I had no comment.
Wow, things are just getting fishier.
Did you ask him if he thought he was the baby's father?
I really didn't see him until after the child was born.
When did you?
So she had 2 boyfriends, let's just say that. And the other guy signed the birth certificate, but claimed that the child is or is not his. That's, I don't know, that's not smart.
Child, how old she was? 2, 3 months?
About 1 month.
And the other guy was there for me. You wasn't really giving me nothing.
I know that.
How was I playing you, Mr. Green? How?
How? Every time the baby needs shoes, the baby needs pampers, the baby needs this, your daughter needs this. How do I know it's my daughter?
After that revelation, more truth started coming out.
The other guy was around all the way through my pregnancy.
Really?
Yes.
Was he at the birth too?
Yes.
Oh, so hold on now. If the other guy was
That's
there,
why she
you
didn't
called
call.
him and he didn't answer. Did you already? You gonna
I
have them
already
both
called
there?
him. No.
So after he didn't answer, then you called the other guy.
Yes.
Looks like that
Wow.
defendant had both of them wrapped around her finger good.
And the baby was born. You put his name on the birth certificate.
Yes, I have evidence.
So this is you in the hospital with your beautiful new baby, and the other
That's the other
gentleman
guy.
with you. And so you decided just to put his name on the birth certificate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
That's
you did
nuts.
make a decision because, as Mr. Green said, you could have just said there are 2 possible fathers. I'm gonna leave it blank until I have a DNA test.
Thank you.
Right.
There it is.
I think it's time to sort this out.
In the case of Duncan versus Green, when it comes to the paternity of 2-year-old Angel Bryant, Mr. Ronald Green, you are not her father.
Damn.
Defamation trial is on in paternity court
That's
as
her
the
fault.
mistress and her daughter want their share of paternal benefits.
Ms. Love and Ms. Willis, now you're suing the defendant Karen Williams for $5,000 for defamation of character. You say she's destroyed your family name by claiming your father cheated on your mother with her, and this affair produced her daughter Stephanie,
Yes, Your Honor.
who you say is not your father's daughter.
Yes, Your Honor. No.
Judge Lake started by asking this question.
Ms. Love, after all these years, why do you finally bring the defendants to court today?
Because I'm tired of Miss Karen Williams going around town telling people that my father
Going around
fathered her
town?
child.
And so how long has this been going on?
I'm 35, so about 30 years.
All this time?
All this time.
And you're just coming to court today?
Yes.
The plaintiff came with strong claims, but they could explain why they believed so.
From the time I was about 6 years old, this been going on with Miss Karen. She done followed us in stores, workplaces,
everywhere.
everywhere.
And I got proof she not.
So you say for 30 years people been following you saying,
that she is my father's daughter, and she's not.
Ms. Williams, have you been following them around saying?
No, Your Honor, I do not know them. I met them in '94. What I've told is true, and this is his daughter.
However, the defendant proposed that she had no
They look
idea
like they
about
up
their
to
father
something.
being committed to someone else.
So when you were involved with their father, did you know he was involved with their mother?
No, I didn't even know he was married at the time I was involved with him.
How long did this relationship last?
I would say about a year.
About a year or so. And you felt you all were exclusive. You were only
Yes,
sleeping with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Even Miss Williams stood strong with her mother.
It's a 2-way street. The first chick had 2 boyfriends. My man got 2 girlfriends. And still the same results happen with children, bro. Man, y'all gotta think smarter, bro.
claims.
I was told by my father who my father was. He came to my house.
Yes.
I was about 7 or 8, and he explained to me who he was. He was my father. He gave me his phone number. I mean, reluctantly, my mother didn't want me to call because when I did call, I was cursed out by, I don't know, I'm assuming it was their mother. B, don't call here anymore. He's not your father. I was 7 to 8 years old.
Wow, tough crowd. Looks like the stepsisters are not ready to believe anything
said
Miss
tough
Williams is
crowd.
throwing in court.
My dad didn't see his checks they was direct deposit to the bank account. My mom did the balance of the banks and statements and all that. So when she noticed was money being taken out, so when he found out it was child support for Miss Stephanie, he wanted to have a blood test done.
I do not know anything of child support. I was cut off of assistance when my test was taken, my attorney test was taken.
Loopholes and dead ends. These testimonies are not leading to any conclusion.
I am the baby, and the other ones are supposed to be under me, and they not even around.
Your
They
Honor.
mamas ain't popping up. Her mama been doing this for 30-some years, just like my
So,
brother
Ms.
said.
Williams, what do you have to add to this, Mom?
Your Honor, I wanted to say, through all the confusion, I did not know his children, and I'm not here for his children. I'm here for my daughter, and I want the closure for my daughter to let her
Big
know that
facts.
her
Talk-
mother
talk
knows
about it,
who her
Mama.
father is.
Let's see
Talk
who is
about it, Mama.
testifying and who is test-lying.
In the case of Love Willis versus Williams, when it comes to 34-year-old Stephanie Williams, as to whether the deceased Andre Willis was her biological father, it has been determined by this court. Miss Stephanie Williams, Mr. Andre Willis was not your father.
Told you!
A married woman was swindling around, and now her baby is paying the price.
Mr. Richardson, you claim you made a huge mistake. You signed the birth certificate of the defendant.
This man look like a player from the 90s, bro. Look at him.
Is paying the price.
Mr. Richardson, you claim you made a huge
Yo, he remind me of
mistake.
Joe.
You signed the birth certificate of the defendant's 2-month-old son, Demarlin, even though you doubt you are his father. You want to prove your case before you end up paying child support for a baby you know isn't yours. Ms. Robbins, you say the plaintiff's only mistake is denying your son. Is that correct?
That is correct.
When the judge asked the plaintiff how he met the lady at the podium, he narrated this story.
I met her at a club, came, approached her, didn't think she was gonna give me the time of day or nothing. And we got to talking, and then she told me, she said, I'm
smooth.
married, but, when she said the word but, that means I'm willing to maybe see you or something, play around with you.
So, did Mr. Richardson start off as a side piece, Ms. Robbins?
Of course I would.
Yes.
No, that sounds bad, doesn't it?
Take me to the point in time when you found out you were pregnant.
I wasn't feeling good, so I decided to go get a pregnancy test, and it was positive. I also got another pregnancy test because Mr. Richardson, he's so doubtful on a lot of things. We took the pregnancy test together in the bathroom, sat it on the counter, and we watched it.
So it seems evident that a person can doubt such a situation.
Tell me if there's any other reason you have doubt.
Oh my God, there's a million, but I'm gonna try to narrow down to at least one or two. I went to one doctor's appointment with her, right? And then I went to go to the other ones. She told me, no, you don't have to come.
I don't need
said,
you to
"Why?"
hold my hand.
I don't need you to hold my hand.
You're telling me
That's what made
he's
you-
not mine, this is not my baby, all this do the whole time.
Exactly.
So why would I
Because-
let you be a part of that?
Turns out that mommy had even ditched a DNA test before.
I'm the
I
one who
asked her.
agreed on DNA, even though
And I
that's all
asked
you
her.
talked
But
about.
But did you go to the appointment?
No,
did
Your
not.
Honor.
Why? If he was at your house
I
at 3
didn't do
o'clock.
it. I just, at that time,
And that
I
made me
didn't do it. I
suspicious.
wasn't worried about anything. It's just that I had other things that I had in
What were you
plan.
doing? You were just
Other
sitting in the
things-
house.
Other plans to do. I was
What?
on
Why did
maternity
you
leave.
sit
in the
All of
house?
this back and forth
Bro.
brought Judge Lake to conclude things like this.
I don't know.
He's been having doubts about you all along. I can see this conversation we're having today. It's not the first time, probably won't be the last. In this moment in time, you have the opportunity to resolve all of this and shut him up.
Put a zip on.
And Lord knows,
Oh my.
we need that to happen.
She further went on like this.
I don't understand why after you make that appointment and he's there, do you not get yourself and your baby packed up and just get it done? As much as Mr.
It makes a lot
Richardson
of
talks,
sense.
the truth is I see how he could be doubtful, and now I'm trying to figure out why are you resentful of the doubt that you placed in his mind?
That is
don't know what
unfair
it is.
indeed.
He's sitting up here 2 months old, and his potential father is denying him. His mother can't make it to the DNA test, and now you all set up in here for 30 minutes, arguing back and forth, doing a he said, she said, when you all have had every opportunity to resolve this.
Exactly.
But instead, you run your mouth so long that you gotta now come to the courtroom to get it done.
Okay, let's get that result.
In the case of Richardson versus Robbins, when it comes
I
to
don't think she's the
2-month-old Demarlin Richardson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Richardson, you are the father.
Oh, he is.
You really didn't know?
He doubted it the whole time.
Exactly.
Biased treatment has brought Ms.
Wow.
Douglas to maternity court. but the husband is the only one to be blamed in this situation.
Ms. Douglas, you claim at times the defendant, Mr. Jones, doesn't treat your daughter Cheyenne as his own and that he has always been suspicious he's not her biological father. Mr. Jones, you claim you have every reason to doubt you are Cheyenne's father. You are seeking a definitive answer when today's DNA results are revealed.
The plaintiff admitted to cheating right at the beginning of the trial.
Ms. Douglas, you admit to cheating. Do you believe the defendant has reason to doubt the paternity of Cheyenne?
Yes, Your Honor, I do, because I did make a mistake. I slept with his cousin, and the condom had broke.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You slept with his cousin? That crosses lines, bro. You do not sleep with family. It's like a unspoken rule that you do not do that. Sleeping with your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your dad. Like, fuck is wrong with y'all, bro?
But before that, Tyrone was downstairs sleeping with my cousin. He was still having sex.
What the hell is this going on? So y'all just say her cousin swapping? Y'all nasty,
with his baby's mom.
That was a mouthful.
What an odd situation we got here.
I want to find out how this relationship began. How did you meet?
I
Was
met
this
Tyrone.
relationship
You were
ever
cousins?
It got good. I met Tyrone actually at a party that happened downstairs in my building. I met him and his cousin. We just had sex, and after that, he went back to his other baby's mom. After that, I found out I was pregnant. I called him, and I told him I was pregnant. But a week before I had my daughter, he was actually there. He signed a birth certificate, and after that, he was a good dad.
We got to know that though Miss Douglas was coming clean in court, she previously denied it.
I was gonna deny the whole thing, but he actually went in my room and actually smelled the bed and actually said it smelled like his cousin. I ended up telling him the truth though. 2 years after my daughter was 2, I ended up telling him the truth.
How long did it take you to tell the truth?
After my daughter was 2 years old.
In this, are you in a committed relationship?
No, but when I was pregnant, he didn't care.
Those are quite the revelations.
When the baby was 2, he went to Chicago with his other's baby mama. We were together then, and I'm pregnant with his son. How I knew he was in Chicago with his baby mama was she texted my phone like, oh, you're looking for your man? He's with me. You wonder why he's not calling your daughter? Because he's with me. That's how I knew he was in Chicago.
Because I was actually with my other baby's mom before I was actually with Alexandra.
Oh.
This is all messy. Like, the baby mama has no position in this conversation. That's what I don't like. Like, why are you talking? You're not in this conversation. You're just support. You're a support character. Stay on the side, bro.
Hey.
All this tingled Judge Lake's nerves badly.
It's as if you're speaking about this thing like it's, oh, yeah, because I was with my other child's mother and I just went on to Chicago. And then you are 5 children potentially together. Was your relationship ever committed? Was it ever an important thing to either one of you? Are we just making babies? Is it a baby factory? What is it?
A baby factory.
Miss Douglas tried to defend herself in court and failed miserably.
I just had my twins 7 months ago. He's still talking to women. I don't never talk to anybody first. After I find out he cheats on me, that's when I do it. But I really do want to be with him, and I want to make a family for my 5 kids.
Now, at some point, the tit for tat, it just turns into a catastrophe.
And this also came up.
She actually slept with that person last month. My twins is only
And he had
6
sex
months
with my
or 7
cousin
months.
Before I had sex with his
so
cousin
it's
last month.
actually-
It's always
So
him that
wait
starts.
a minute now. You had sex with his cousin again last month?
And he had sex with my cousin again 3 months ago, before I did it.
Y'all need a restraining order to just stay away from each other. Because all y'all do is fucking argue. Fucking argue, bro. And make babies.
This doesn't make sense at all.
If I have doubts because you steady going back with the same cousin, which the whole reason I'm here is for the
Switched up
paternity.
cousins, it's okay, basically, right?
All right, I admit. I had
It's a different
2
cousin.
things with 2 of her cousins, which, all right. But it's not like I'm here to question the paternity of their kids. I'm here to protect.
Oh, well,
So
how
it's-
big of you?
Okay, these guys are just on repeat, aren't they?
How in the world can you potentially have 5 children with this woman and be so irresponsible and disrespectful that you continue to sleep with her family member?
No.
The day she laid down
She
with your
said my
supposed
favorite
father
cousin.
of your children, she's no longer your favorite cousin. Let me give you that.
Time to end this mess.
In the case of
the
Douglas
hell,
versus
bro?
Jones, when it comes to 4-year-old Cheyenne, Mr. Jones, you are not fine.
Looks like that doubt roller coaster had not reached.
So that means the father is his cousin. This is messy.
It's end for the McCrorys, as they're back at it again with the same question.
Mr.
They
McCrory,
came back
you
before?
realize you have good reason to doubt your son Keith's paternity, and now your marriage is on the rocks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. McCrory, you claim your daughter's results surprised you, but you're confident your husband fathered your 3-year-old son, and you hope to prove it today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, looks like the woman knew what she was doing.
So you felt like we're broken
It's
up.
my business.
But when you get pregnant,
I'm not going to have a new woman in the bed 3 days later because, the death do us part. For 2 days, she ignored me. Finally, I get a hold of her, and there's a guy in the background, and she's claiming it's her brother. But the whole time we're together, she never comes over, and he lives 2 blocks away. And then when I say that to her, she's like, oh, well, my friends are here. I got to go. We're just chilling, blah, blah, blah.
And she was sure that the plaintiff was the father.
during the pregnancy with Keith Jr., you never told him, even after the birth.
No, because I just 1,000% know that's his child right there. That's his kid. It's gonna come back. She's gonna come back. It's his child.
You find out you're.
Anytime somebody say, I'm 1,000% sure, I'm 100% sure, I'm 1,000,000% sure, you have no clue at all.
I wasn't
pregnant
married
and you
at the
slept
time.
with 2. No, we're not on the marital part.
Well, the fact is, it's his kid. 1,000% sure.
You're that certain.
Yes.
But she was acting the same as last time, too.
But you were also very certain when it came to Nevaeh. I remember this attitude. You acted just like this the last time you were in court about Nevaeh.
Yep, but it wasn't it.
And it
wasn't.
was not.
No, it wasn't. People make mistakes. It's like,
Mr. McCoy.
They got 2 kids together. The first kid that they came here for, it wasn't theirs. This is the second kid. If this kid isn't his, my nigga, here's, the kid is not yours, bro. Run.
Right, it's truly doubting you.
he didn't doubt it the whole time we were together. The whole time the kid's been born, he hasn't doubted that kid at all until this last case with Nevaeh. And then you're gonna bring it
Your
up?
Honor.
Why didn't he bring
Why
it up a long
wouldn't
time
he?
ago?
FYI, the guy the defendant cheated with was still part of their lives.
This was supposed to be my friend and her friend. He comes over our house, he chills out. He would come to the house and drink with us and crash on the couch for the night.
And this is the person she slept with?
Yeah, Your Honor. If she's lying to me and it's not my son, I'm not going to stay with her. I'm going to leave her. I mean, I'm not going to be with somebody who lied to me about my son.
So the stakes are that high?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for 3 years, been together for 4.
Really?
Someone else being Keith's father was taking a toll on the plaintiff.
My name's on the birth certificate. I have that with me here today.
You brought the birth certificate?
I got a copy of it.
Let me see that.
I was excited when Keith was born. I've always wanted a son that I can give my last name to that can share that bond of a junior and that can pass that on to his son.
The truth is, because she did have unprotected sex with somebody else, it's possible that this little boy is not yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's been eating away at you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nonetheless, Mrs. McCrory was still hung up on her initial statement.
The truth is that there is at least one other possible father for Keith Jr.
Not to me, no. He is the father.
Well, we've heard this before. So it concerns you that she's still in contact with this person.
Well, I'm gonna obviously be in contact with the person. I tried to tell him about it just in case it wasn't, but I know 1,000% sure he's the father. He's gonna look stupid.
Okay, let's see what the lie detector test has to say.
You were asked if you had sexual intercourse with the other possible father of Keith Jr. other than the 2 times you previously admitted. You said no. The lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
What the heck is that?
Lying.
She didn't know what deceptive mean? That's how you know you a liar.
No, that's not. That don't make no sense.
Look, that smile right there says it all. What?
There's no way to get around this woman, is there?
No,
led
bro.
you to this point in your marriage.
Get the
Mr.
fuck
Porter?
outta
Do
here,
you
bro.
Get it?
I get it. It's just I don't understand like why we're even here.
I still love my son, and I'm still there for him. But I want to raise my son, Keith. I want to give him my last name and have him give the junior on to his son to play ball with
Bro,
him, and, toss the baseball, play sports with.
Let's get to the
Get out of here. I
conclusion.
need to
In
see.
the case of McCrory versus McCrory, when it comes to 3-year-old Keith McCrory Jr., it has been determined by this court, Mr. McCrory, you are the father.
See, I told you so.
Shut up.
Congratulations.
He need to still get a divorce, bro. Fuck her. She got a nerve to say, I told you, Joe. So you sleeping with Art? Nah, bro. Not even. Oh my God, that was a lot to unpack. Y'all want to see some more paternity court or any type of thing like this? Leave some links down in the comments or just let me know in the comment section. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, turn your notifications on. And don't forget that we drop bangers every week. and I will see you guys in the next video. I forgot what I was about to say. I was gonna say something. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all for the love and the support, and we up out of here.